All right. In a crazy turn of events, first of all, when I get there, I have to go straight in once I go to park because I'll be there by 5:54. I got out the door kind of late. So it's still raining hard like hell, and the Puyallup River is flooding. It's not going to hit us. We're very far from the. We're far in terms of being in town because technically we're still in Puyallup, but we're by Graham. It's actually Orting that's really not doing too well. Orting is actually starting to flood, and I guess they evacuated people because of the rising waters in the Puyallup River, which that's a first. I've never heard about that happening before, right? So that's happening. And in Japan, I guess they're bracing themselves for a mega tsunami or something. I think they had an earthquake recently, and I guess they're getting ready for a very big tsunami coming or something like that. I don't know. That was like 2 days ago or yesterday, but I don't know. I've only read those on some news sources, but yeah, man, that's terrible, man. Hopefully this rain will fuck right off because it's almost winter anyway. So, it's just kind of crazy, But anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. Today is Thursday, so I got today and tomorrow, and then I'm done for the weekend once again, and then I'm gonna go eat with Michael somewhere Saturday or whatever. So I figured out what the problem was with my whole crackling sounds that I've been talking about, where my amp guitar...
Flood warning, affected area ahead. Please proceed with caution.
There's no flood around this area. The way I get there, there's no flood. There's no flood even around the way that I get to work. I thought there was flood last night. The way I get to work where the museum is, but I guess there wasn't. Oh man, don't tell me I'm gonna be stuck behind this motherfucker right here. Whatever this car is. But yeah, this rain is not stopping. So I think this is some of the worst rain that we've had in a while. Because it's been pouring down. It's pouring down hard. But so anyway, like I was saying though, shit. Oh yeah, the amp. It's the guitar itself. I'm pretty sure it's the guitar itself. Because I plugged it into the Strat and I played it for a while on the same setting, and I know the wattage is definitely different considering one's a bass and one's a smaller wattage Strat guitar, but you could still pump that shit. You could still turn that shit up really loud. I said pump that shit. I meant turn that shit up really loud, right? And it could still fucking screw up the speakers if it really wanted to, but it's not screwing up the speakers. So I'm like, that is just weird, man. And I think it's the bass guitar. I think it's an input problem. Because when I turn it, it crackles and then it goes back into place. Or if I slap the string like Les Claypool, then it works. It starts working again. So I think it's just the guitar itself. I don't think it's my amps or my chords. So sorry, Wade, but I think I'm probably gonna semi-retire it or play it acoustic because yeah, man, it's definitely having issues, but they're fixable problems. It's not the end of the world. It's just when I would try doing my videos, man, it just cuts off randomly, or like I don't know. I'll try again, see if it crackles down the line, and I'll put it on YouTube to show what I'm talking about. But anyway, so but yeah, I was playing with the Strat last night, man, and oh, dude, that setting that I have it, I have literally everything cranked up except the bass. I turned the bass all the way off on the settings, and it just sounds, dude, it sounds so amazing, man. I love the way that amp sounds, dude. That amp is full on amazing. Like I thought I didn't like it because of the crackling and stuff, but I realized, you know, because I was wondering why they were hiding it in their extra stuff closet, but it's because they have the you know, it's just extra storage for newer stuff, and that amp, they stopped making them in like 2014, so that was weird. I saw my screen flash white. I don't know, but it wasn't the screen itself, it was like the camera, like something flashed by the camera. That was kind of weird. This guy's gonna jump right in front of me. I already know it. Yeah, I fucking called it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna do that. He was speeding up, and I saw him get close to the car, and I'm like, he's gonna jump in front. I already know it. So, yeah, it's raining hard. If you can hear the rain, it's raining very hard right now. And it's windy on top of that. So, but with that being said, yeah, you know, trying to think. Oh yeah, it's not the amp. It's not the amp. There it is again. I saw it. That's what I saw. It's that flashing from the car. I was like, what in the world? Wants me to go this way this time, which I will indeed go that way. Because why not? I don't want to go through Spanaway Loop anyway. So, glad I got that solved. And hopefully I'll be able to get the bass, the Rickenbacker dealt with and fixed up. And people understand, you know, if I'm taking a little longer before I start jamming with them. I texted Robert yesterday. He still wants me to jam out with him. He has a Dunlop Crybaby that he still wants me to buy. I gotta thank that guy, man, because he's still holding on to it for me. And I'm like, oh, if he sells it, he sells it. You know what I mean? But I told him, hey, man, I really appreciate you holding on to it for me, because I told him, I'm like, I am still in the market to buy it. I do still want to buy it. I'm just taking care of other stuff first, you know? There's no car there. What was the point of going red on me? There's nobody here. My apple fell. Now I gotta be careful because of my apple on the ground. I don't want it to roll and then stab something. Look, buddy, I'm not trying to catch up to you. I'm just trying to stay civil with the traffic. Rain, I don't fuck around with the rain, man. The rain or the snow, I don't fuck around with those, dude. Or ice. Ices, and obviously don't want to mess with. Don't mess with the fucking ice on the roads, because that's something. You know, you just remain calm and let the ice glide you. But the rain, man, the rain's almost killed me twice. So I don't ever want to go through that again. So I'm a lot more cautious with the rain. And then snow, man. I only had to drive in the snow with this car once, and it was way easier to handle than the the Challenger. Oh man, I'm actually trying to sit at a red so I can fucking get my apple off the ground. Yeah, a lot easier in the snow with this car than the Challenger, because the Challenger was giving me a lot of help. I managed to control it though. It was quite something to control snow, you know. But this car last year, I think it snowed for a minute, for a few days, and then that was it. And then gliding around and all that fun jazz. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see when I get the Rickenbacker how things will pan out. I'm pretty sure I'm either going to end up keeping that amp, or they're going to let me buy it, you know, because that thing was a bitch to move around and get in my car. So hopefully Wade's not like, yeah, you only borrow it. It's a good sounding amp too. It sounds amazing. It plays loud. It plays the sound that I want. You know, with pedals, it'll be even easier. But yeah, so. But yeah, it's not the cables. It's not the power wah. It's the bass guitar. So anyway, work on the other hand, it came and went. I got out early. I got out at like 12:58. I got out literally at 1 o'clock. I got done so fucking fast. I just said fucking and did some of the rooms I typically do last first, just because there wasn't much to do. There's always something to do. I shouldn't say there wasn't much to do. More like, you know, people were using certain rooms, and I just said fuck it. No one's in the break room. So I cleaned the break room at like 11 o'clock, and I cleaned the bathroom at the same time. Just might as well have knocked it out, get it over with, you know. Man, my apple's way the fuck over there. But hey, at least the umbrella's blocking it from hitting the corners of the seat. Anyway, so yeah, you know, it was an easy-ish day. Like I said, I got all the beds done on Monday, so it was a lot easier the rest of the week. If I just get them all done by Monday and Tuesday, I don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. And the beds are super easy. It's just one extra thing that takes a fat chunk of my time, which is why I do it, to get it over with, just to do all of them. And I still got all the rooms done on Monday to boot. I still got everything done, other than either they took the garbages out and didn't bother putting a bag in, or I must have missed like 2 of them, because there were 2 of them that didn't have bags. That I was a little irritated with. I was like, who took out bags and didn't bother putting new ones in? But, you know, can't blame anybody other than me, because I'm the one that people know of that fuck with the trashes. So, but yeah, so that was it. Pretty much. Went home, chilled out, played guitar the rest of the night. Like I said, the bass, I got tired of it crackling and all that stuff. So I tried the Stratocaster with the different chords, you know, and all of them together, and it wasn't giving me It wasn't giving me any grief. I'm trying not to keep cussing in my videos. It wasn't giving me any grief, you know what I mean? Which is good, you know what I mean? It's a good thing. So I'm saying it's the guitar. Played it till like 8 o'clock, and then I got my grandma bitching at me to stop. And then, you know, people, like I said, I was talking with Robert. I told him eventually I'm excited to start jamming out soon. Told him by February is when I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done by February. Hopefully earlier, but February. And then, yeah, he's holding on to the Crybaby for me. I told him, yeah, man, I do still want to get the Crybaby. It's just, I've been having to deal with other things, the Rickenbacker, but I just wanted to call it before anyone else did. But if you sell it, you sell it. You know what I mean? There's other Crybabys, but, you know, He's been holding on to it for me the whole time. So I told him, you know, I want to buy it, dude. Trust me, I want to buy it. I'm just trying to take care of other stuff. So, and then I called Jake, talked to him for like 2 hours, and we were just jamming out and shit. He was shredding and shit on there. I was like, dude, and you think I'm better, man? No, man. He was playing like System of the Down and shit like that, and whatever, Fear Factor or whatever it's called. I don't know what the fuck Fear Factor is. I only know the show Fear Factor, but I don't know I don't even know the theme song to that. And after my grandma got tired of me playing, I got tired too after a minute. But that sound that I had it set on for the bass, man, it's like perfect. It's perfect. It's got that natural amp distortion, and when you really crank it up, that shit will get even more distorted. But I have to set it to a certain setting because I don't want to blow up the whole house and get chewed out, because nobody likes the sound of me. I mean, they know I'm good. Gabby, Mom, and not Justin. Justin doesn't really care. Gabby and Mom and Grandma, they know I play really good and compliment me all the time, but they get really easily frustrated if it's too loud. Like, I shit you not, I've been bitched at by all three of them. Mom only because it was getting late, and she was like, you know, it's vibrating my whole room and all that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that makes sense, because, you know, I had to go to bed too anyway. Gabby, because people will be downstairs, and you know, she'll tell me to stop because of the people downstairs. And, you know, on Thanksgiving I was going to play, and Mom was like, no. And I was just like, what? Why do people not want me to play this thing? And then Grandma, she just gets easily annoyed too, and she's bitched at me more than the two of them combined. So, yeah, it's not really easy playing in my house, considering the people that listen to me play or are around. Yeah, can't play in the mornings because Grandma sleeps. I've been bitched out about waking her up. Can't play late at night because people are trying to sleep, or, you know, Grandma, again. Playing in the day when nobody's around is literally the best time, apparently. Or when everyone's upstairs in the middle of the day at like 5, 6, 7, 8. That time specifically. And when people aren't over, guests aren't over, shit like that. Which is just fucking stupid, honestly. They're just jealous that I could play. I'm just kidding, not really. But, yeah, so went to bed at like 9:30. Woke up, got ready, and my nose started to hurt. And believe it or not, my fucking left nostril started to bleed. So much for not wanting to cuss my videos. My left nostril started to bleed on me when I went to put my medicine in. I sprayed the medicine in, and then there's this type of cream that you have to have a Q-tip and wipe around your nose. And I wiped around the left nostril, boop, started bleeding. I was like, what? Now my fucking left nostril's bleeding again? What the fuck, man? So tomorrow I'm gonna get my shit cauterized again, because I don't want to fucking put up with this shit every time I put medicine in. That's the second time since I made the doctor's appointment that my nose started to bleed, and that's the third time this year. And I'm not gonna put up with this shit again. And I haven't cauterized my nose in like 5 years, 4 years. 3 years? I think 3 years. Because I left January of 2023, I think. From February of 2021 to January 26, 2023. So it was probably like 2022, May. So probably a few years. something like that. But we'll see. I have to leave early tomorrow, so I gotta remember that. And I'll remind them again when I see them that tomorrow is when I'm leaving early. But I guess I'm gonna end it here. I really don't know what else to talk about. It's the same old shit every time. Just gotta avoid the floodwaters. Lord, please don't be no traffic trying to get to that building, because I am not trying to be late to that. I did not like going around the way that it had me. Honestly, I really did not. And I don't want to sit and wait. So if there's a faster route and there's a lot of traffic, I like going around the way where the museum is. That's the way I like going around. You know, it adds a couple extra miles on top of just seeing the museum. I like passing by that museum a lot. You know, I like looking at all the tanks and the artillery guns and all that stuff. There's a plane coming somewhere. See I don't know if you saw the light blinking, but there's a plane coming in from somewhere. Alright, well, y'all have a good rest of your week. Just one more day if you're a Monday through Friday guy. If you're Friday, Saturday, you know, hey, best to you. If you work a weekend, you're probably the strongest one of all, because fuck working the weekends. I do not want to work on the weekends. And I believe in you. You're a champ, so yeah. Till next time. Bye for now.